might have pushed the buttons in the wrong order. Uh-oh, might have done this improperly. Oh. And everybody's here, touching all my stuff. Welcome, everybody, to episode 29 of Cruisin the Planet. As always, I'm your host, Ethan Miller, joined this week by...
Jake.
And Cole.
Yay, people are in my space. They're sharing my stuff, touching my Clorox wipes. No, this is really good having everyone back in the studio. We were able to get work done now.
Yes.
We're able to produce things.
We're able to, not sit around and just do nothing all day.
It's not like we were doing nothing.
I'm pretty sure I
constantly
still
hosting.
sit at my desk just doing stuff, though. I still sit.
But I get to interrupt you.
Yeah, that's true.
All the time.
Yes.
Now.
Yes, we do have good conversation now. I feel like that first week was just jitters of
Who are you?
Communication.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Who are we?
No, I'm very glad to have everyone back into the actual show. As y'all notice, it's been a month since we've done this. I have two guests on the show.
Yay!
2 guests.
And it's the 2 favorites. I say favorites because you're the only ones that come on regularly anymore.
Toddy.
So this is quite literally the group.
Well, obviously those 7 people consider us their favorites.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, 7 people.
Good news, little announcement. The official stream, the one that we always end up linking whenever an episode drops, and what you probably listen to on your Spotify right now, is we just recently hit total 200 downloads.
Yay!
200.
200 downloads.
Let's get it.
It's been a little over 6 months to get there, and so by that math, we got like 6 people who listen constantly. And to those 6 people, tell your friends.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean,
We ain't
we're
kidding.
pretty cool to listen to, I think.
No.
Just a little bit.
Nah. It's over.
This is just
I've hit my milestone. I'm done working.
It's like
I'm coasting now on fame.
At least, maybe they listen to us to fall asleep or something.
That's weird.
Wow, okay.
Wait, you've never done that before?
No.
I've listened.
I can't sleep if I'm listening to stuff. I'm paying too much attention to this
we
stuff.
had to talk about this earlier, how sleep is so difficult for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That conversation happened.
Have you tried melatonin?
No, I don't got money for that.
Damn.
Those little gummies are expensive.
Gummies? I just got the
okay.
Dissolve tablets.
You can always get just Tylenol PM. It's pretty useful. What?
That's drug abuse, Cole, and you know it.
I can't sleep.
That I thought you were gonna say I can't stop.
No.
I was real scared.
I'm addicted to falling asleep.
You're like, I can't stop the Tylenol trade. I was really worried about it.
No, I have
Mic noises.
I have these 2 YouTubers that they're really nice to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gamers. So it's kind of weird to hear
I'm a
game
gamer
noises
too.
in the background. But I just like listening to them, and it's like if I'm home by myself anytime, I put them on and then I go to sleep.
Kind of like white noise, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah, but for some reason I can't listen to actual white
Jake?
noise. But
I just don't sleep ever.
maybe you should try to fix that.
Maybe I should try to fix that. Maybe I'm liking the feeling of these brain worms drilling holes into my head.
You've made references to this a couple of times, Jake, in both off air and on air. What's the deal with that, real quick?
Deal with what, the brain worms?
Yeah.
You see, I read online somewhere that not sleeping a whole lot causes holes in your brain to form. So that's where I get that reference from, because I have holes in my brain.
Got it.
How many studies were done on this?
I have no clue. This is a long time ago.
I
Dude,
do
this is
know.
Crazy. I want to know if this.
I listened to
bullshit.
one story where a kid, quite literally high school student, stayed up for just 11 days straight to very few ill effects. He did have insomnia years later in his life, but also being adult just seems to do that. # modern problems. Am I right?
Yep.
There's too much going wrong.
There is too much going wrong.
There is
isn't
too much
there?
going wrong. Sorry, it's 2020. But there's too much going on anymore. We're constantly fed information, and then our brain is expected to understand that and put it into different sections of our memory, and all of that at night, and then brain's like, nope.
Cool trick I figured out to fix that. Forget.
Yeah,
I
that's
have that
fun.
problem too.
I just forget everything.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to remember anything because I forgot it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
I
like,
do the same
hey,
thing.
Ethan, what do you remember? I'm like, mitochondria is powerhouse of the cell. Something about factorials.
All the useless information they think is useful.
The English language. Boom. Like easy money.
I will be really curious to see the studies done on our generation. Like, no joke.
Oh, we're going to be...
but what is our generation, to be completely honest?
I'm going to be real with you. Our generation's
Freaking
a mess.
Which one isn't a mess, though?
Ours is probably the biggest mess.
Because the kids who grew up during Prohibition, that was only like 10 years. And they're a whole nother breed.
Yeah. I mean...
But there's also, like, we're thinking about the end of millennials. Like, I'm technically in that slot, but I'm also technically...
Proto-Gen Z.
Yeah, like, there's a thing in between there that people just don't recognize.
I'm going to tell you right now, come, like, 5 years, and this is hopeful thinking because I want this to happen, the internet is going to be treated like alcohol, where only adults will be able to have access to it unsupervised.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good
They
thing.
try to do that now, and it doesn't work because kids just get on their parents' accounts.
Like, that's the thing. There is no accountability on there's no way to punish someone for not being able to prove that they're over, 21 do we want to say? 18? I'd say 18. But then again, everything in America is moving to 21 all of a sudden.
Right.
Like with the recent tobacco, alcohol
situation.
Well,
yeah.
the big reason why it's 21.
Alcohol's been there for a while.
Yeah,
but.
the big reason why it's 21 is because there really is no age difference if you're 18, because 18-year-olds still go to high school. So it's like,
That's true.
yeah, I can buy cigarettes and give them to my friends, my freshman friends. And
But that's illegal.
That is illegal, but it's easy to do.
Still happens.
You know, it's really easy to do. That's why you increase it to 21. 21-year-olds aren't friends with high schoolers, so
That's a lie.
I feel like if we
I'm
really
friends with
wanted
so many high schoolers.
I'm friends with high schoolers too, but there's a lot less of them.
I'm friends with so many high schoolers. I'm the coolest high schooler.
I'm exaggerating.
I'm still in high school.
No, you're not.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a child.
Well, if they really wanted to do something, at least if they're trying to claim any sort of biological, like, reason for the age, shouldn't it be like 25? Because isn't that when our brain starts?
No, you're absolutely right.
But if you can drink alcohol from 21 and because of the prefrontal cortex damage and the frontal lobe inhibiting factors of alcohol, then nobody's actually made it past 21. So you should just set it to 21. I know multiple alcoholic adults who are just 20 years old.
So this is the reason for so many problems then.
Alcoholism?
No,
Yeah.
everyone's just 21 and we haven't gone past it.
Yeah. Like collectively, group age, 20 years old.
We're
Oh God.
College students, college professors. I'm not here to name names whatsoever. I'm just here to point fingers. I can point so many fingers. I was born with 10. See, Jake knows what's up.
Yeah. I got this.
I can point so many fingers at so many problems. I'm so good at it. I'm Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Easy money. Easy.
Have you seen like the embodiments of like cartoons with like what Twitter would look like or like what Facebook would look like? I saw it on TikTok. It's great.
What's up? Walk us through it.
Well, I am definitely on that part of TikTok where it's just a bunch of people drawing stuff to whatever audio it is.
You're on Arts Twitter.
Yeah. As well as some other Twitters that I won't name. Or not Twitter, TikTok. Other TikTok things that I won't
Oh,
name.
yeah?
But
Don't want to admit to? Is it that stuff you bully me about?
yes.
I figured.
And cosplay, TikTok, and all that.
Ah, gross.
But it's basically this one particular artist.
Just audience, I don't actually have a problem with cosplay.
Yeah, no.
I'm self-conscious. That's my problem. Go ahead.
There's this one particular artist who has this art style that's very like almost round and almost bubbly. I don't know, like the happiest characters, I feel like. And she just takes a social media platform or even just a website, like that sort of thing, and she'll embody it into a character.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting to see.
Yeah.
I can't explain it too much because I don't really know how, but I just recommend
personification.
Yeah, personification. I just recommend looking some up because it's just interesting to see people's take on it.
If you had to personify Twitter, Jake, what would you make it as?
Oh man, it's impossible.
If if Twitter was your friend, which friend would he be?
I don't know, man. There's too many aspects to Twitter to take into account. No, not you. You function as Twitter would be a clique of a bunch of people who just hate each other. Because like so many different parts of Twitter and they all hate each other. You know, you go to like Instagram, you can kind of
the yes that Cole just gave. Keep going, Jake. Keep going.
You can take Instagram and sort of like make a stereotyped character around that. You can do that with Facebook, Reddit, 4chan, etc. I can't really do that with Twitter because everyone from those platforms sort of convene on Twitter. I think someone actually accurately described it as Twitter is the Thunderdome where all of those communities collectively come together to kill each other.
No, that does make sense. I'll see tons of people from the not really from the Facebook group, but like Tumblr.
Well, there's a lot of people on Tumblr.
Tumblr will show up onto Twitter.
Well, Tumblr shows up everywhere.
And then get back. That's just because they're older, though.
Well, no, it's not because they're older. It's because no one goes on Tumblr anymore.
That's true.
Because of the NSFW ban.
Yeah, Tumblr.
The NSFW ban caused a huge migration, most of it on Twitter, some of it in other places.
It affected not only like just NSFW.
It affected everyone. It's called the NSFW ban because that's what they were trying to ban. Yeah. But they banned a lot of other stuff, too.
Like trans people. A lot of trans people on Tumblr, no matter what they would post, got banned.
People that just talked about things that could be
even like
an offshoot of those topics.
That's what happens when you appeal to Apple, like everybody. Don't support Apple.
Thank you, Jake.
You're welcome.
Keep going.
That does not reflect the station. That reflects me personally.
There he is. He's figured it out. Terms of service.
Thank you. I was just saying, like,
We're
even
you know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Well, even like trans folks who have like top surgery and stuff, they showed their end result, which is considered like a masculine chest, which is not considered
big pecs.
Yeah.
Right? Like big square rectangular boys.
Well, and they would get flagged and stuff, and it's like you see that every day when you go to the beach or whatever. Like it's not a big deal.
I know what'll fix it. Male bras.
How? What?
That's called a wife beater.
No. Okay, it's a wife beater, but crop top fixes it, just covers it up. Because we all know the problem isn't like the muscle shape or any of that.
Yeah.
It's the nipple.
Yeah.
We know that that's the problem.
Uh-huh.
So you can either free the nipple or you can cover up all the nipples.
Crop tops.
Crop tops.
All right.
I love it.
Or like binders for dudes.
They have those.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But like cis dudes, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally have those.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Or just tube tops.
It's like Spanx.
Wide bandana covers.
What?
Wide bandanas. You just wrap them around your top
A bando?
End. I guess. I'm not super into the...
Okay. Bando. It's
I'm going to have to look it up.
Yes.
Hold on.
It's, I guess, like a tube top, too, I guess.
Am I spelling this right? Bando? That's not it. Bando. Images. Clothing.
No. That's not
Bando.
Bando. Crop tops.
I like the little dash above.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those.
Mm-hmm.
Bandos. Bandos for boys.
Totes.
Muggos.
All right.
Jake, did you go to the beach if you had to wear a bando for boys?
Probably not.
Probably not. Would you go to the beach anyways, though?
Probably not.
What a tan line that would be.
We didn't lose. What do you mean what a tan line that would be?
Boys can
finally wear bikinis.
Never had me in the first place.
Boys can wear bikinis now. I'm for it.
See, we're for it. Society's not ready for it. But how do you get society ready? Start doing it.
Exactly.
Which is why I'm moving into our next topic, jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've already won. I'm so smart and handsome. I'm so incredibly intelligent.
They gotta be the right kind of jumpsuit, though.
No, they gotta be the worst kind of jumpsuit.
Okay. A convict jumpsuit is just in poor taste.
Yeah?
And that's the worst kind of jumpsuit.
Okay.
Or like the painter ones.
Painter ones work for a fun paint date.
Okay.
See, I'm a genius. I'm so smart. This is the episode where Ethan shows off that he's actually anime level smart.
Okay.
And I'm Ethan.
Generally, you do show up as Ethan.
Oh no. So, I'm cool with jumpsuits.
Yeah.
I think jumpsuits need to be worn more in public spaces. Step 1. You don't have to pick your top color, bottom color. You just get to wear colors. Easy. Step 2. Pattern shirt on the inside or just a normal undershirt on the inside.
I'm liking this.
Doesn't matter.
Shirt.
Pattern shirt, that's for like the fancy weekends.
Now make sure it's a small pattern. You don't want to get too big of a pattern or else you can't see it. Small,
that's true.
Floral print.
Colorful.
Solid color over top.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. I think the issue is that there are just not that many... I'm making a generalization. This is my opinion.
Yeah, go ahead.
That not that many men are as comfortable wearing a jumpsuit, for example, that isn't like the ones we talked about before.
The flamboyance?
Because of the femininity that is associated with jumpsuits.
I don't know what kind of femininity you're pushing on the jumpsuit, all right? You got yourself air pilot, a plane man, Air Force wears a green jumpsuit.
Yeah, I always thought
but
that...
not
got
the
yourself,
fashion
got yourself a
jumpsuits.
mechanic, wears himself a jumpsuit. A painter,
Yeah.
a man who stands on top of a building and coats the bad boy in various chemicals that cause light to vibrate at a different freaking color, bro. That's manly. That's adult.
Yeah, I guess it seems as if, like, it is turned more feminine because fashion is inherently considered feminine, I think.
That's dumb and stupid.
That's what society says.
You know what? My second option, which makes more sense but is considered more feminine, lace umbrellas.
Yes.
I think they're cool. Jake, you seem to be completely unfazed by this whole thing.
I don't really have an opinion on any of these. Like, I know nothing about fashion. I know nothing about what looks good on people.
I'm not worried about what looks... I am worried a little bit about what looks good. But right now, I'm trying to
You want to look snazzy.
I want to look snazzy while still being functional.
Okay.
I used to wear the cargo pants, but it's cursed because it gets too heavy on your belt. Whereas a jumpsuit can perform what suspenders do for your cargo pant.
I do want to get some suspenders. That'd be pretty class.
Why do you want suspenders? Walk me through it.
Because they just look cool.
They do look cool.
They do look cool.
And you don't have to wear a belt anymore. You're free.
Yeah. But you also have the suspenders, though. That's
the
one chain for
suspenders.
another.
However, they look better than just a standard belt. Especially in Texas, you really stand out.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't want to be, like, the thing is I want suspenders, but I don't want to, like, I want them to be too flashy, you know?
You don't want them to be flashy.
Like, nah.
Walk me through this.
I don't know, man. Like, it's just, I don't want to look like someone who just got back from San Francisco. You know, I don't want to look like a hipster.
You don't want to look like a hipster.
Yeah. I want to look like a hippie.
Wait, you do or don't?
I do want to look like a hippie.
You do want to look like a hippie,
Look at
but
my hair. Does
don't
this not
want to look like a hipster.
Yeah.
I think they're distinctly different.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to go with overalls then.
Yeah.
The shortest version of a jumpsuit. The overall.
Okay.
A jean overall and a big shirt.
It'll depend. It
What?
depends.
I don't know. I don't like
What's
it.
wrong? You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Well, it's not for you to like.
That's true.
It's my clothes. Why are you judging me?
I ain't judging you.
Yeah, I'm feeling some judgment over here.
Ooh.
I can smell it.
I guess when I picture like overalls, I'm just thinking denim, whitewashed. I don't know. I don't like that.
Sounds like you don't know overalls whatsoever.
Okay, maybe I don't.
You don't. You got yourself the carpenter overalls. So many pockets. A pocket even for your own pen and or pencil. Got yourself the painter overalls, because it's a little too hot in the summer to be painting that way, but you can't let your fancy slacks get all covered in paint now, can you?
No, definitely.
Got yourself the fishing overalls. They stitch themselves directly to your rubber boots. No water can get in, no water can get out. Got yourself the Arctic hunting ones, or just hunting overalls in general, similar to those of your quote-unquote duck boot and or wader style overalls. However, instead of a neoprene, they're a bit more of a fabric base, and they are breathable, allowing you to traverse the land very efficiently, but no snake bites.
I'd like some fishing
insect
overalls.
bites otherwise. Jake, I can 100% see you in black boot, rubber overalls, a yellow coat, a big yellow hat, and a tiny tugboat.
Yeah. That sounds like I could live in that tugboat.
Over in like north Maine, just running it out to Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I 100% see you being one of the captains from Call of Cthulhu, the book itself.
Yeah. I could do that.
Would you have a pipe?
Yeah, I'd have a pipe.
Would you have a fountain pen?
Maybe. Maybe have a fountain pen. Fountain pens are a little inefficient. They're definitely more of a stylistic choice. I'd much rather just have a regular.
That's all a bunch of BS and you're wrong.
Okay.
Step
explain.
1, fountain pens are cooler than normal pens. Step 2,
That's a stylistic choice, though.
the ink flows from them.
Okay.
They don't flow from a ballpoint pen.
Okay.
You have to scratch into the paper. I'll never run out of ink as long as there's ink in my cartridge.
Okay.
Right? Step 3, I can pick my different colors of inks very efficiently, and I can refill them if I have a bottle on the fly. But if I run out of my like little ink tube that I have in my tube ball pen,
Okay.
I'm out. My pen's dead in the water. Can never refill it. Useless. You can fill you can refill your fountain pens.
How much does a fountain pen go for?
Well, that depends. There are the stylistic choices, and then there are the max ink capacity bad boys.
Okay.
Which one would you be interested in?
Probably the latter, because that seems more efficient.
The max ink capacity bad boys?
Yeah.
About $40.
That's expensive. What about the other one, the stylistic one?
Stylistic one, upwards of $300.
Yeah, that's expensive. That I would rather spend my money like.
How many ballpoint pens will you go through in your life, Jake?
Not a whole lot. Probably like.
Name a number. How many have you already lost?
Probably not enough to justify blowing $40 on a really fountain pen. You know, like you spend like you spend $5, you get 5 pens. Those will last you a while, and I won't
like a year.
Yeah, maybe even longer.
How old are you?
Old enough.
How long have you been writing?
Not super long.
Even longer.
Hey, this takes away a lot of use for writing.
I don't agree with you.
He's showing his cell phone, by the way.
Yeah, flashing your cell phone on. Oh, jeez, Jake, it's a podcast. Can you believe?
Podcast.
I can't believe you've done this.
There's a camera.
You've shown something to a microphone that can't see what you've shown it.
That thing can see, though.
I can't believe you.
That is a camera.
So rude.
If you're tuning in via podcast, check our YouTube channel out.
Check out our YouTube channel.
You will get
Tarleton
a lot more
Radio?
detail. A picture
Yeah,
is worth more than 1,000 words. Yes.
Okay.
And that
I don't
thing
know. I don't
produces
know,
a
man.
lot of pictures. Like
It does.
We're talking like pictures upon pictures.
Bunch of pictures.
Enough to be like
A slideshow.
yeah.
A video.
A slideshow, if run fast enough, looks like movement.
And that's what that thing does.
You know, as long as we move, because we are just sitting here.
I mean, there's a ton of movement in this room, though.
Listen.
That light just went out a while ago before we
Ghost.
started. The ghost struck again, people.
Listen.
Long-time fans will know.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
The Earth is moving really fast. We are moving.
No proof.
Yes.
Drop something right now.
All right. Earth is flat.
Drop something right now.
God.
The Earth isn't even flat. It's just not moving. Drop something off the... Cole, go ahead. Flick that pencil. Right off the table. Doesn't look like it went flying, bud.
Yeah, because if the Earth stops, we, fall.
Or maybe it's already stopped.
Or maybe,
We're falling down a hole, guys.
Yeah.
I think the Earth's flat, and we're at the center of the universe.
What other topics do you have to discuss today, Ethan?
More flat Earth
I have some
conspiracies.
actual topics. I killed my D&D character over the weekend.
That's nice.
That was that topic. I just wanted to
No.
tell everybody.
No, that's great.
Just
It's
wanted to
good for
pronounce it.
story. Story's good.
Took a year of planning to do, because it takes a lot to legally kill a man.
Okay.
I need a new watch.
You need a new watch.
Do you like
These are fun. Jake, did you know the dogs can actually smell fear though?
Yeah.
Like on a real topic?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that didn't know this. What's up?
I don't know. I just know they do. I don't know the details. I'm not the kind of person who knows all these little funky little trivia pieces you keep tossing my way. I know about broad subjects, detailed information on broad subjects, and these are not the broad subjects.
All right. Pitch me a broad subject.
I don't really. You are putting a lot of pressure on me that I do not have, Ethan.
Sounds like you don't have any knowledge at all, mister.
All right, fine. I'm
That's
not.
not how knowledge works.
Yeah, no,
You know,
he's
some
right.
people
I'm
just
stupid.
can't,
You
like,
have it or you don't.
I'm
Easy.
stupid.
Flip
I'm
out.
stupid.
You have
There
it or
you
you
go.
don't.
I'm
Got 'em.
stupid.
Got him.
Boom.
Cole,
Yes.
please explain to
I
both
don't know.
idiots how dogs smell fear. Because this blew my mind earlier this morning.
Well, I can't exactly explain the science behind it.
Nobody knows
But-
anything.
Stop it. We had discussed at one point, like, service animals, service dogs specifically, and psychiatric service dogs, which just means their human has a psychiatric disorder or mental stuff that they're working through, and have. So a lot of the times that'll be like anxiety or PTSD or other things like that. And anxiety specifically tends to give off a scent because your body chemistry has changed. Something in your brain has changed, and your dog, trained to do so, will notify you in some way that you smell different.
He'll tell you stink, Jake.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Your dog will be like, hey, bro, take a shower.
I take a shower every day. That dog's
You're-
stupid.
Wow.
That
No,
dog
don't-
doesn't know anything.
That dog
I'm
don't
not
know
st-
my.
I don't smell like sad at all.
That dog is like smell deaf or smell blind.
Well,
whatever.
you specifically train it. Like,
His,
okay,
his eyes are good, but his nose is crap.
for
Yeah.
example,
Shot by all my sadness.
you would scent train by, like, so you get a cotton ball, and whenever you feel bad or you feel anxious or whatever, you swab it on the inside of your mouth, because that's going to be like one of the smelliest parts of your body that, like,
You're telling me that when I talk, I stink up the whole place?
Yes. That's what she's saying.
I'm
gonna take
saying that that's going to be like where a high amount of scent is.
I don't like what you're denoting there, Jake. You talking to me? You
Yeah.
stinking at me?
I'm stinking at you.
How dare you?
I'm stinking at you.
How dare you?
Yes.
I will never make you my hot dog pasta.
Damn, bro. That's unfortunate.
It's really easy, actually. You get yourself a pan of water. Yes, I don't own a pot. Please don't hurt me. You get yourself a tall pan of water. Get yourself some noodles to a boil. You cut up some hot dog pieces. You throw those in your noodles. You drain the water. You throw in some melted Velveeta cheese, and you're done.
Some daycare food tier.
You know,
core.
you got to do what you got to
I
do.
think I had that when I went to daycare.
I never went to daycare because I'm poor, Jake.
Yeah,
I lived on the streets.
bet. I bet.
Well, that was pretty rude of you.
Yeah, it probably was.
Can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, I have.
I don't think I'm ever going to finish explaining scent training.
All right, go. Cole, go ahead.
Okay.
So your mouth stinks
yes, so you
because
put...
you don't brush your teeth.
No, because that's
Because
where...
you forgot to floss. The stinkiest part of the human body is
yes,
the mouth.
I didn't say the stinkiest. I said one of...
The stankiest thing you could own
I think there's a couple of body parts that are a bit more stinky than your mouth.
is your mouth. Inside in my mouth.
It
So I
allows-
take a cotton ball.
Yes, you rub it on the inside of your
Nice.
mouth. When whatever it is, that anxiety or heart rate, whatever it is you're trying to scent train, is happening,
But you
say,
do it when you have a certain biological function, right? It's the like, I feel a certain way physically.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then that scent will be contained in the saliva in that cotton ball. And then you start training with your dog whenever he smells this particular scent to do something. Like
Wow.
tap your leg or nose your knee or something.
Yeah.
And
Attack somebody.
Oh yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's protective work and makes it illegal for service dogs if they ever do protective work.
Okay.
It makes them not covered by ADA anymore.
But it can go and let out the other dog.
I want to get a protective cobra.
Yeah. We've been over this, Jake. We'll get back to it in a second.
Oh
Because
my
they can
God.
smell using their stinkiest part of their body,
Nice.
their mouth. So
So that's how you scent train.
right.
But dogs are able to pick up on those scents
outside of the freezing part.
Yeah. I mean,
So they can.
some do it naturally without even having to scent train. Like,
Okay.
Some dogs, if you've ever noticed when you're feeling, like if your heart rate is high or if you're feeling really anxious a particular day and your dog just won't leave you alone, either like licking your face or trying to get up onto your lap or something.
Yeah.
That's usually what we call a natural alert
Yeah.
to whatever is happening.
Mhm.
Like, they know something's wrong because they smell something wrong.
Yeah. Smell something that is most obviously not normal.
Right.
How many times can you scent train a single dog? Like, would it be is it harmful, not harmful to the dog, but harmful to the training and possibly confusing to scent train a dog to multiple scents?
I mean, I wouldn't do too many, but in my limited knowledge,
Yeah, go ahead.
as long as you have a different way of alerting, like 1 foot, like they touch you with their paw versus they bark at you.
Yeah.
As long as you have different alerts for things.
As long as you know what they're saying.
Yeah.
So dogs could possibly know hundreds of scents by, like, on the snap. And it's just that their way of communicating it to you is the
us.
problem.
Yes.
Okay.
And as far as service dogs go, it'd just be that whatever was related to your disability to assist you. Yeah. I mean, that's how they train bomb sniffing dogs too, like,
Right.
or drug dogs.
Wild and crazy. So, Jake,
Yes.
how can we use this for supervillain stuff?
All right.
I know this is one of your expertise, so I'm bringing you back in.
Let me think real quick. Supervillain stuff.
Yeah, come up to the mic.
All right.
So a dog can smell fear.
Yes.
That's one thing.
Yes.
So how do we get...
I mean, I think Mr. Burns has a pretty good setup with his hounds.
I'm not familiar with The Simpsons.
He has a button that he presses whenever, he needs someone to get off his property or something. Releases the hounds.
That's it?
Yeah, could do that.
See, but that's not adding the scent training in. I want to add scent training in somehow. However, from what it sounds like, it's an individual person's thing.
I just came
right?
up with something.
Go ahead.
A reverse, not even a reverse. It's like still technically like a drug sniffing dog.
Yes.
But you use it in your drug cartel
Yeah.
to like when you're hiding like your drugs and your cases, like when you're trying to launder it. You use dogs to sniff out which one has the good stuff.
I suppose that could work in theory.
That could work, but I don't want to just be a villain. I want to be a super villain. And as Megamind, one of the greatest movies that we all can agree on and love. What was it? Megamind, one of the greatest movies that we have all seen and know that it's a cinematic masterpiece behind Shrek 2.
Of course.
Is the difference between a villain and a supervillain is theatrics.
Yeah.
So,
I like that noise.
welcome to ASMR. This is a spring.
Theatrics.
Theatrics. How do I get dog sniffing involved in my pyrotechnics game?
I mean, they can sniff out pyrotechnics, I suppose.
I would need them to smell out people in a crowd.
I mean, that works. Like, people send out wildlife dogs and rescue dogs to, like, search parties and stuff.
So, like, a bloodhound can hunt people, yeah?
Yes, I think multiple breeds do, but yes.
Even better.
They are bred to do it better.
I give them cute little earmuffs so they don't get hurt at my EDM concert.
Okay.
But then I play a dangerous game where I send people off with different things, and then they are hunted through the festival.
Okay.
That's a supervillain.
All right.
So they do make muffs.
What now?
They're called mutt muffs.
Yeah, what do they do?
They are basically just like ear protection. That they look similar to what you would wear to like a gun range if you've been before. And a lot of the times they're used by the military, but they're also used by service dog handlers who go to like concerts or fireworks shows or anything like that. They work the same way, but I mean, if you can imagine how loud fireworks and stuff are for us, it's even louder for dogs. Yeah. Right? Okay.
He's rocking them.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
I feel like that little dog is not an accurate representation of mutt muffs.
He's having a good time.
No, he's having a good one.
He's having a real good time.
And you know, there's like eye protection too for dogs too.
Is that dog jumping out of a helicopter?
It's very possible. Like.
All right, I see it. It's the headphone coverings that you would.
I think
that's an aviator applehead chihuahua.
That Mal has mutt muffs and the glasses on too.
This one?
No. Well, yes, but over to the middle. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, they get goggles for their little eyes.
I forget the brand that
cute little eyes
makes them mostly.
I don't know why you would put your dog in your plane. To be honest,
well, if the dog's
users?
Gonna be part of like some sort of Air Force thing, maybe it needs it.
You tell me with a straight face. Look me in my eyes.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me bring the video audience back. Cole, look me in the eyes. What can you do with a dog in your plane that a normal person without a dog in their plane can do?
I mean, well, if it's
throwing the dog from the plane doesn't count, because that's cruel and unusual punishment to the person.
Unless they have a parachute.
Well, I mean, if it's a military plane, then and they're part of the like troop thing, then
like the airplane dogs.
Yeah.
If you say it's because dog fighting, you have to leave for like 2 minutes.
No.
That's Air Force though. They don't have dogs
like dog fighting in the air. You know what it's called?
Yeah,
you're
right.
I got the joke.
I
ain't laughing, but I got the joke.
Jake, you can take a walk.
I am going to not walk because.
Well, I mean, there's also disabled people who go into planes, so.
I understand that. I'm talking about all these images where I see a dog in the back of a Cessna. Like, you know what a Cessna is? A fixed wing plane. My grandfather had a pilot's instructor's license. I know a little bit about farm planes.
Okay.
A Cessna is a standardized brand of... Here, let me show you some images. Let me get my slides ready. Usually, you get a 172. That's a good standard fixed wing plane. That's the one that's like classically seen in a lot of movies. And then there's also the 210.
I mean, it could just be for fun.
I understand it could be for fun, but is the dog having fun in the plane?
Well, I mean, you can...
Like, I'm worried about the dog.
You can research dog behavior and dog body language and decide for yourself once you correctly socialize them to the plane situation.
Dogs don't even like being on trampolines. I can tell you for a fact. So why would you put them in a plane?
If you correctly socialize them to whatever it is.
So if I teach them to like it,
you can
the plane.
Teach them and work them through it. Yes. I mean, just on a small level, you see dogs that do agility courses on like really tiny yoga balls. Like, you know, the ones you sit on sometimes, the exercise balls, except imagine them like bean shape and small, and they'll just run and hop all over them. Like, there are dogs who are confident enough and you have trained them to be socialized enough to be comfortable with that sort of thing. It's really up to what kind of training they've had, what kind of experiences and socialization they've had at a young age.
Yeah.
As well as what breed it is, because some breeds are more timid than others.
Right.
Malinois, for example, and German Shepherds, dogs that are used in the military and for law enforcement, generally have pretty high confidence level.
Oh.
And those dogs can do a lot of stuff. It's awesome.
All I'm hearing is put dogs in more places in public.
Trained dogs.
all dogs.
Trained dogs, or else you're gonna get a lot of
Coyotes.
dog fights.
Coyotes.
What
That's
about
where-
coyotes, Jake?
What?
Put them all in public places.
Coyotes are already in public places.
But like put
Because
them more
we-
in public
Like,
places.
like actively release coyotes in public?
Absolutely. Oh my god.
Why?
That'd be so cool, dude.
It just for like a day and then they leave. It's loud. Public spaces are loud and have people in them.
Yes.
Coyotes don't want that.
We could train them.
Socialize them.
Socialize them.
Okay, but there is a level of
Okay,
they're not domesticated.
real quick.
Yeah.
Not undomesticated dogs. Which one? So, 1 second, real fast. English isn't working for me.
Fine. Go ahead.
Wild dogs near public spaces and near industrialized zones.
Mhm.
The different versions and breeds. Which one are you most afraid of? Start, Jake.
Most afraid of? Oh man.
Are we just naming dog breeds that have a stereotype of being mean?
No. The what is it? Like wild dog breeds, the ones that are undomesticated dogs who are out and about.
So, dogs are.
You know, like dingoes,
Dingoes are fun.
coyotes.
Hyenas. That'd be the
Hyenas.
scariest.
Those aren't. So you're talking canine, like
Yes.
okay.
Hyenas are scary.
Jake's afraid of hyenas. Cole.
I really.
Cole's not afraid of dogs. At
Well,
all.
I guess I'm thinking about the situations that it would be in, and you should have a respect for
Right.
canines in general.
True.
Um,
Like wolf.
yeah, I would probably be a little freaked out if,
You know how big those are?
yeah.
I don't think people understand how tall. Jake, run with me with your hand on the camera. How tall is a wolf, you think?
Like about
Like a timber wolf or something?
Yes. A wolf will straight up run into your chest without getting up on its hind legs.
Yeah.
Audience, listen to this. That's
I mean,
wolf.
I-
That's wolf on you.
I mean, I knew
That's
people
Yeah,
a
who
definitely
wolf
owned
probably
running
wolf
wolves.
into
then,
you.
yeah.
Wolves are huge.
Yeah, I knew people who owned wolves. They're pretty big.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of hyenas, however.
Yeah.
Oh.
Their jaw.
I don't like the laugh. The laugh freaks me out.
I like the laugh.
I like the laugh from
Only
a
because
distance.
I'm scared of the jaw. Because if I can hear the laugh, I know that they're over there. I can get out of the way. I've never had to deal with a hyena, completely honestly, but I've been told that they can just bite through a femur bone.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, let me fact check.
I mean, I doubt there's any hyenas here, but maybe we can,
again, you don't hear the laugh.
I mean, they could always escape from the zoo, I guess.
maybe we can just bring some.
Also, like some of them are kind of cute, but other ones that are like not cute.
I don't think they're.
I
cute.
think
They're
I
all
think they're
scary.
definitely more appealing looking than the Lion King shows them.
Yeah,
They are
I mean,
they are canines. Yeah, bone crushing hyenas. Here we go. They split into two distinct groups. Here, let me throw the YouTube audience over.
oh boy.
So they had dog-like hyenas. 10 to 14 million years ago, the hyena family had split into two distinct groups, dog-like hyenas and bone-crushing hyenas. The arrival of the ancestral bone-crushing hyenas coincided with the decline of the similarity-built family, Latin name. The bone-crushing hyenas survived the changes in climate and the arrival of canids, which wiped out the dog-like hyenas. Though they never crossed into North America, as their niche they had already been taken by the dog subfamily Borophagini. By 5 million years ago, the bone-crushing hyenas have become the dominant scavengers in Eurasia, primarily feeding on large herbivore carcasses felled by saber-toothed cats. As such, the modern hyena does have the capacity to
Crush bone.
just shatter your hand. Like so fast, dude.
Yeah.
They straight up just get in there.
I don't trust them.
Okay. I've asked this question a couple times to multiple people in real life, and I want to walk through this again.
IRL.
IRL. I want to walk through this on the podcast real quick as our last little segment. Just because the only news I could find about for our Stephenville and Tarleton sections, unfortunately, local listeners, is that Splashville is opening up next week.
To like 100%?
Next
or
Monday.
Like
It's at like 25% when it opens up. But also, it's going to be in like the high 90s, and I don't want to be outside. So I'm not worried about Splashville. And also, I know that the immediate conversation would just be, don't go to Splashville because Corona, versus do go to Splashville because it's hot out and I don't know how to deal with my kids inside. But like, instead, bring up hyenas on the dinner table and you'll figure out the Splashville situation real easy. Because would you, if given the chance, be given a replacement jaw?
Depends on how powerful it is.
Hyena.
Yeah.
Would you be a hyena man?
Yeah.
No.
Cole.
No.
Because you like vegetables, I see.
I actually really don't like vegetables.
So what's holding you back from having the power of a hyena
Fear of
jaw?
being transhumanist.
What?
I'm a transhumanist. I want to replace all my body parts with robot stuff.
But it's not a robot jaw,
just
Jake.
Yeah, no, it's still like artificially like it's still like an artificial jaw. That's still like part of transhumanism.
I see what you're getting at. It's the replacement part.
Yes.
That's the important bit.
I preferably robot though.
I understand
I like my
preference.
face the shape it is.
That's your weakness. You can't crunch bone. Unlike us hyena boys.
I like.
That was Teeth on Teeth, ladies and gentlemen, our new band.
I like romantic partners too much to like have a hyena
You
jaw.
can lick them on the face. Big hyena tongue kiss.
Some people don't like that.
I don't know what to tell you, bud. You're missing out.
Yeah. Some things in
Like,
life.
if you can't understand, you know what else you get? That cool hyena laugh.
Oh yeah. Could scare
Is it cool
people.
or kind of terrifying?
Both.
Yeah, both.
We clipped there.
Both.
We
Yeah,
all
both.
click.
We all clipped because it's a good laugh. Hyenas are powerful.
Yeah.
They're the dogs with all the neck muscle.
I do not trust them, but I trust myself with hyena jaw.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, you could start getting we could bring muzzle fashion back in.
I'd also like a retractable like crab claw.
That's
on here.
entirely different. Also, why does it need to be retractable?
Because what if I don't want the crab claw here anymore?
Well, then you're not. Then you wouldn't be given the crab claw. Jake, it's all or nothing.
all or nothing. I'd go
That
for the
guy's-
crab claw then.
I can't
Preferably
talk.
retractable, but I would go for like a crab claw. Just like I could still grab stuff like this, but if I wanted to, I could just like I don't need a knife anymore. I got the crab claw. Like just
I saw
open
you.
up
No, I saw you.
can.
I'm incredibly intimidated.
Right? Yeah,
However, if
Maybe
I
do
had a
like a-
hyena jaw,
like that with a can.
if I had a hyena jaw, that can stood no chance. And I'm already drinking whatever's inside of it.
Yeah, I could do that with a crab claw too.
Sodas, I could get through so many cans of sodas. Just, you get me? Like, most of it would spill out the sides, but also sell tickets to the Splash Zone, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I can't.
Yes.
Gonna be completely honest with you, Cole. I didn't have enough caffeine or food earlier this morning.
Oh, I just woke up like 2
So-
hours ago.
So I'm obviously loopy, seeing as I've been a distraction to the whole class, and I apologize, Miss Professor Cole. Do you have anything you'd like to talk about if you had to switch an animal part with your body? An animal body part with one of your parts? Oh, jeez.
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
no.
No.
I mean, I guess. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. That's personal.
No. I got the ultimate one. Do the Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man
I do
fibers.
like ears, like the cat ears. You know?
Cat ears?
Yeah,
So you want cat ears poking out the side of your head?
I think they're cute.
Like,
Yeah.
Wow. No, obviously they would be at the top of my head, right here. Where
why
they're
would they be at the
supposed to
top
be.
of your head? They're not at the top of cat heads.
Yeah, they like kind of like fold out. Yeah.
Let's look at a cat skull,
But
real
no,
fast.
I would like the like
Cat skull.
I would like spider fibers like Spider-Man so I can climb stuff.
This has definitely been the fun
Or
episode.
wait, maybe
This has been
Maybe like
ridiculous.
Where's their
like
ear?
flying
Huh, Cole?
squirrel, flying
Look.
squirrel wings.
Look that. You see that little tiny hole? So you just want a bunch of extra skin.
Kind of. It depends on the context. What can I use it for?
You just said to fly.
Yeah, exactly.
So Cole,
Mm.
where's their ear holes? All the way down here below their jaw.
Yeah,
Like
but
an adult.
their ears come up.
Like an adult.
Their ears come up in a cone type shape so that they hear better. Because their ear holes.
So you'd have them out here.
I suppose. Yeah.
I'd also like to sweat nitroglycerin.
Jake,
It'd
this
be
isn't
immune to fire.
This is not
Jake, this isn't My
My
Hero
Hero
Academia.
Academia.
Jinx.
Wait, that's a My Hero Academia thing?
There is a
Bakugo.
wait.
I haven't seen
You said
it.
glycerin or nitroglycerin?
Nitroglycerin.
Do you understand how incredibly dangerous nitroglycerin is?
Yeah, I'd be fireproof. I'd be
What?
fireproof. Yeah,
No.
How are you fireproof?
I would be.
Because you're already dead? Like, that's not an answer. Nitroglycerin had to be placed in... What is it called? It had to be placed inside of different types of clay soils to keep it stabilized so it didn't just go off.
Oh, man, that'd be fun.
Jake, you would have a hot summer day and be dead.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to move up to Nunavut.
You're going up north is what you're
I'm
telling
going to
me.
move up to Nunavut.
Have you ever worn, like, extensive warm clothing?
Isn't, like,
Yeah.
Isn't
You
that,
fun.
still sweat.
isn't that like Iceland or Greenland or something the only place that hasn't had a COVID-19 case?
I mean, that just makes a lot of sense.
I
'Cause
mean, it just might be safe.
people just don't show up. Oh, because it's cold?
Yeah.
Well, also, like,
No one lives
people,
up there.
people don't, up north, people don't kiss on each other like they do down in the south. I'm just telling you. No smooch zones. Did you know?
That does not make any sense for the South,
There
but
is
it's true.
There is no smooching rooms up north. Illegal. Cannot smooch in public.
You know, I passed by in London. There was a snogging cafe.
What's that?
Snogging is another word for like making out.
Oh. So the north does have smooching places.
That was in London.
I mean, Jake, you're eyeing me with the Clorox like you're threatening me here. Podcast listeners, Jake took a box of Clorox wipes. Give me that. He took this here tube of Clorox wipes and just stared me down and then looked down at it and went, oh yeah, and closed it back up. Like the animal he is.
I am an animal.
Those are valuable right now. You
Yeah,
can't just
we
like
just
let it
got
open and let
one.
it dry.
Yeah, it's not gonna
You
dry.
kind of can though, because when I was using the last Clorox wipe, it was me. Oh, it was me who used the last one in the office.
It's okay. I thought I was gonna use the last one, and then I like ripped it apart and was like, it's two. Yes.
Thanks, you set me up. It's like pouring coffee back into the communal coffee pot to not have to make more. But I used the last one, and it was so much liquid sitting in the bottom
Yes.
of the jar. I wasn't ready for it, man.
Well, you know what some people will do is they'll keep the jar with a bunch of liquid and then just put in their own like paper towels, and then it soaks it up. You got some more wipes.
We threw ours away. For fun, actually.
How terrible.
Just because I could. The computer's trying to restart.
Oh,
Hang
no.
on, stop.
Oh, no.
Remind me later. Easy.
How long later did you set it for though?
An hour, so I can talk to Lance about it in about an hour. Oh, that'll be at the beginning of your show.
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm trying my hardest here. We've made it to the hour mark.
Yeah, we've made it to the hour mark.
If you need me to leave,
The mark of the hour.
if you need to go, you can go.
Okay.
If you want me to go,
I'm staying.
I'm stuck till 5. I'm here till 5.
I'm here till 6.
When I will be editing this a little bit, make certain that I only sound smart and you guys don't.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And that'll
The magic
be
of editing.
the magic of editing. Let me pull up my script so I can let us out of this awful little pocket dimension that I made for us.
No, it's great, dude. It's great.
Didn't get any updates on rock and hip hop this week, unfortunately. But if there are any, you'll be able to be notified by our Twitter and or Facebook account, KXTR 100.7 The Planet.
Be sure to get you those as soon as I can.
That wasn't, Jake. You just hold on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was thinking it, but
I wasn't.
no,
I thought,
just kidding,
never
bro.
mind. I'll talk to you in a second. Hang on. Let me do the outro.
I'm not working.
This has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet, where you can find something to do in and around Stephenville every week. If you've enjoyed the show, don't forget to recommend us to your friends. If you want to find more things made by us, follow the link in the description. If you have any questions or suggestions, ask them in the comments or on Twitter with the hashtag CruisinQuestion. None of you have done it yet, so whoever does it will be the first and the winner. Because that's how first works.
Yeah.
We might just read your question on the show. Hope everyone's had a good night. Jake.
Bye.
Cole.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.